This video is for questions 15 and 16 from the geometry review put out by the Math Prep and Learning Lab. These are application problems, and the idea of these is to take what you've learned and see if you can apply it to a semi-real world situation. So Jane wants to put a wallpaper border for the perimeter of a 12-foot by 15-foot room. The border comes in 6-yard rolls. How many rolls will be needed? Okay, so I have this room, and I'm going to put a border around the whole thing. And I'm assuming it's up high enough, it's above the doors, so and above the windows and stuff, so I don't have to cut into it. So the border is going to go around, and it's a 12-foot by 15-foot room. Obviously, when it goes around like that, we're talking about a perimeter. So I'm just going to add 12 feet, 15 feet, 12 feet, and 15 feet. So to find the perimeter, I'm going to do 12 plus 15 plus 12 plus 15. Or I could have done 12 times 2, which is 24, plus 15 times 2, which is 30. So however I do it, I end up with a perimeter of 54 inches. Nope, feet. My bad. 54 feet. However, the border comes in 6-yard rolls. I've got feet, not yards. So how do I convert feet to yards? I have to go back to the previous section. If I have feet and I want to end up with yards, I can multiply by a conversion factor that has feet on the bottom, yards on the top, so I can find out how many yards. There's 3 feet in 1 yard, so I'm going to cancel out feet. I'm going to end up doing 54 divided by 3 equals how many yards? So 54 divided by 3 is 18 yards. So is that my answer? Well, I need 18 yards, but the border comes in 6-yard rolls. So really, how many 6-yard rolls am I going to need for 18? Some people will think right away, I just divide 18 divided by 6 and I get 3. So I'm going to need 3 rolls. If you didn't think of that, just start adding up 6. 6 plus 6 is going to give me 12, plus another 6 is going to give me 18. So it took 1, 2, 3 rolls. My answer is 3 rolls. So Aletha wants to buy plants for a rectangular garden in her backyard that measures 12 feet by 8 feet. So we have a garden that's 12 feet by 8 feet. She wants to divide the garden into 2 square-foot areas. So divide it up so that there's 2 square feet for each plant. So that'd be 1 plant for 2 square feet and another plant. So she's dividing it up into these chunks. So how many plants should she buy? Well, how many 2 square feet spaces can she get in here? Let's first find out what the area is. The area is 8 times 12. So the area is 96 square feet, or feet squared. And she wants this divided into little groups of 2 feet each. So I would divide this by 2. 96 divided by 2 is 48. So she could fit 48 plants because she would have 48 little 2-foot square patches. So 48 plants. If the plants cost $3 each, how much will it cost Alethea for the plants, Aletha? So 48 times 3. You can use a calculator. But 48 plants, $3 each is $144. Now they're saying, okay, one other thing she wants to do is put a fence around the perimeter of the garden that costs $2 per foot. So now we need to figure perimeter. Before we figured area, now we need to figure going around the outside. It's going to be 12 plus 8 plus 12 plus 8. So I could say perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. 12 plus 8 is length plus width. So 2 times 12 plus 8. 12 plus 8 is 20, so 2 times 20. I did 12 plus 8 and then another 12 plus 8. That's why it's 2 times 12 plus 8. So the perimeter is 40 feet. And it costs $2 per foot for the fence. So 40 feet times $2 a foot is $80. What will Aletha's total cost for the garden be? Well, she paid $144 for the plants and $80 for the fence. So $224.